Hey, what's up, roofing fam? I am super excited because I'm here with
Jason Stanley.
from Labor Central. And fam, we are super excited because we are in the IRE
Yes.
2023. We are in your home, I think.
Dallas, Texas.
Dallas,
Yes.
Texas, baby. So Jason, what are we know here are the latest trends and the latest technologies. What are the ones that you are seeing that are the most impactful right now?
So there's a big push around sustainability and making products last longer, looking for innovation and recycling and other things. But I think one of the more alarming trends is all the acquisitions. Maybe everyone's not aware, but there's been a lot of consolidation at the top in this industry. Big companies are buying even bigger companies. But even that aside, the biggest challenge today that we face, and it's at every booth in here, is labor.
Labor.
Labor
Okay.
today is the barrier to production.
Okay. What are you seeing from all the contractors that you have worked with? What are the opportunities that they are facing? What are they telling you?
So I sit on the board of directors for the NRCA, and they created some amazing content. They have certifications like pro certifications. They also have lots of training programs. But the challenge is unlocking those programs to actually getting them to the workforce that's here. So the workforce, as we know, is predominantly Latino in our industry, and these programs are in Spanish and in English, but people at the industry don't even know about it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I just spoke to a gentleman here who has a roofing school, who trains contractors every week or every month, and he is not aware of all these incredible programs that are all available in English and Spanish. Somehow we have to find ways to unlock all this education, all these programs, and actually deploy it to the workforce that's out there.
Hey fam, so what Jason just said is that big corporations are spending millions of dollars to create these programs, certification programs, license, and I think I'm seeing that opportunity that the community doesn't know. I think we have talked about it, that we are seeing that the build hasn't been built
Yeah.
for the Latino community and the big corporations that are providing all that support, because actually that's what I told you all my community comes to me like, hey Francisco, I need job. If I'm the one who has the projects, it's like, here is one. Obviously what I'm doing right now, and I'm not telling you this because you are we are friends and we are in the industry, but the way I'm doing it is I send them to listen to all of my podcasts because I have great leaders that are in Spanish. Go to SRS to get training. Once you get trained, or in the same time, go with Labor Central. Because I don't know if you can explain us more what you guys do, because once you told me about it, like, man, you're gonna even solve my problem because the community is what they need, and right now I'm putting all this effort of this education to the market, but dude, I'm alone, man.
Yeah.
I'm alone. You are alone.
We need people like you to help connect us with the rest of the industry. What Labor Central does is it connects roofing crews with roofing contractors.
Yeah.
I find it insane today that roofing contractors can't find labor. At the same time, roofing crews can't find work.
Yes.
Well, I think we do have a labor shortage. I think the bigger problem today is we have a connection or a communication problem. Getting contractors to know where to find the labor, and labor knowing where to find the work. It's a problem that can make our market more efficient. I complain every day that I don't know why a crew would ever drive from Dallas, Texas to Denver, Colorado ever again. They're driving past 1,000 jobs to go to a place 1,000 miles away. There are jobs right here in town. They could stay busy every night and sleep at home, and they can pick and choose their work if they just knew where to go find the work.
Damn, you are gonna literally change life with that, because that's the other thing. Contractors, they tell me hey, I have working in the whole country. We work the whole country. I'm like, damn, but you are a small company and you are from Texas. What are you doing over there? If you are in the biggest state in the country, in the second biggest state.
There is more work. You should never have to leave. Never.
Yes.
And there's some new things that are coming out too. There's an independent contractor rule. So the independent contractor rule is that you can't work for just one guy anymore.
Okay.
The IRS is going to crack down to say if you, the crew, receive your money from just one source, that's considered a relationship, an employee relationship.
W-2.
And there is taxes and all sorts of other penalties and implications that go along with that. So as a contractor, they need to start hiring multiple crews. And if you're a crew and you're only working for one guy, you're going to be in trouble. You need to work for multiple companies as well. That's going to be coming out in the next revision of the tax code, and they're going to be looking for these consolidations or direct alignment, and we're going to have to start diversifying. So Labor Central allows you to find multiple contractors, right? Multiple opportunities, and to make sure you're not working for just one person.
Damn, that's what you just said right now. It's super big. Fam, I'm gonna try to create a video in Spanish of what Jason just said. If you speak Spanish, that's awesome. English, I'm sorry, that's awesome because you understand. But it is super, the IRS, with the taxes, you don't play around with that. And if they are putting rules and they are putting more regulations, you need to follow. You don't have any other option because that's the other thing that it happens. They told me I have been working with this company for my whole life and we are the main labor crew. But what you are saying right now, that's a serious thing.
The challenge is if you're a roofing contractor and under the new guidelines of the IRS, if you call them your crew, you're going to have a problem. You have to have multiple sub-crews, and if you're a sub-crew and that's your contractor and you only work for one, you have to have multiple contractors where you're receiving your income, or you're going to run the risk of this direct employee relationship that's going to be very, very expensive for both parties. Another thing I think that's important right now that deserves some conversation is I worked very hard with the International Roofing Expo, a company called Informa that owns the Expo, to try and allow Latinos to come to the show. So I was kind enough to get a free pass, and I was so grateful that they gave me this free pass so the Latinos could come to the show.
Yes.
And then I sent it to them, and it's 11 pages in English. There's no Spanish option. And you have to put in a credit card for $1. And then once you put in your credit card for $1, you get a pass. The pass is in what? English. And then you have to go stand in a line, and there's no Spanish signage, there's no Spanish people to get this badge. We're making it almost impossible for our Latino community that is half of the workforce to even come to the show. So now, in this meeting right now, they're talking about changing this for 2024. It will be in Las Vegas. For next year, to have a Spanish webpage, to use text message for tickets rather than emails, and have bilingual signage and people, so we can start to make accommodations for the people that work so hard in our industry to try and invite them in so they can see all of this. They can see everything the industry has because right now they're virtually locked out.
Yes. So, fam, Jason, Labor Central, IRE, and SRS and Roofers Coffee Shop were the one who gave you the tickets. I received 20 messages. I just asked Jessica how many messages she received. She's still receiving the messages right now from people that wants to come. She was he couldn't answer anything, so she was only sending the passes, the tickets.
Oh, that's great.
Because it was people. I have a podcast, and the community, all this is receiving it in a way that they are really grateful about it. And you know how is the Latino community. Once you help them, you are gonna have them.
Yeah.
They are gonna have your back forever.
Yeah.
So I am really appreciate with everything that you are doing, Labor Central, providing work, providing a solution with an opportunity for this industry.
Thank you.
One
Appreciate
more.
your
I have.
support so much.
No, you're welcome. You're welcome. One more question.
Why?
And this one is gonna be the last one. Why do you think is that opportunity and that separation between cultures, man? Because that's what I'm trying to understand. I have been in the United States for years. I didn't understand this. Right now I'm seeing it. I'm trying to understand it. Probably you that have been in the industry 20, 30 years, you are seeing it clear, very clear.
So I think it's changing, right? I
Yes.
think forever and a day there was this position of one, it's a language barrier, right?
Okay, language.
I should learn Spanish, but at the same time, if you're in this country, you need to learn English. it will unlock many doors for you, but it doesn't mean we shouldn't be making accommodations for where the people are today. Have you seen the National Women in Roofing and the movement that's happening there? We see the same movement happening with Par Latino, with SRS. If you saw during the pandemic, my kids, and I made them pay attention to it, there was a term that was thrown out that I think was very important: essential workers.
Okay.
So there was this pride that suddenly came out for, we're important, right? These other places, they can all shut down, but essential workers, no, we need you to come to work, right? So I think there's a sense of maybe respect and pride that came out of the COVID, that I'm not just a roofer, I'm not just a plumber, I'm not just a concrete guy. I'm an essential worker. I'm needed. I'm required. I have a purpose. My skills keep this country running. Your skills, the things you do, make our lives comfortable.
Yes.
And they truly are deemed essential. So I think they earned that respect that was owed to them a long time ago. And now we're seeing that how critical and essential they are to the economy, to everything that operates, right? And we need them. So we need to embrace them, and we need to bring them in like we've never done before. And I hope that can happen.
It's gonna happen. It's just a start. Fam, the opportunities are already there. I'm gonna have Labor Central in my podcast in the next week in Spanish, so they can explain everything, because right now if we keep talking right now, we can talk for hours, you know. So fam, thank you very much. Jason, again, thank you very much for everything that you guys are doing. Guys, Labor Central, where can they find Jessica? Or like, if it's not through me, because I will keep sending information.
Yeah, it's very simple. You go to laborcentral.com.
Okay.
Laborcentral.com. There's a phone number for Jessica. You can text her, call her. She's of course bilingual, and Jessica Chavez can help you. You can also go to laborcentral.com/SRS.
Okay.
And there's a landing page there. There's videos, there's information. It's in English and Spanish. All kinds of information for you.
Perfect. Fam, laborcentral.com. Jessica Chavez, I will have the information, and I have been sending it to you guys. So thank you very much, Jason. See you soon, fam.